Okay, so I guess this is number 2 of the I Talk to Nobody show. I watched Into the Spider-Verse today. It was pretty good. I'd recommend you see it, but you don't exist. So, yeah, I'd honestly say it's a top-tier Spider-Man film, and I don't know, I don't see very many movies now. I don't like, cause any movie that I see heavily marketed towards me, like, you have to dig deep for the best films, or really for the best anything, cause on the surface, it's just a bunch of not good stuff, you know? Like, with Disney, they haven't made, like, a super duper good film in the last few years, and double goes for Pixar, you know? Like, it's all been subpar. Well, it's all been fine at best and bad at worst, yeah? And then, and then, I mean, don't even get me started on some of the movies that I've seen. Like, it's just, I'm kind of over the whole movie scene, because I always end up sinking in upwards of an hour and a half of my time watching a movie that I regret watching later. Like, it's just not worth it, just not worth the risk. But I watched Into the Spider-Verse, and like I said, it's a top tier Spider-Man film, and one of the better films that I've seen in recent times. It's very stylistic, it's very pretty. It's got that interesting combination of 2D and 3D animation, or at least that's what I think it is. Or alternatively, it's very, very good at emulating 2D animations. Like, you can tell that they're just going for a comic book style, but it's still 3D animated. I think it's probably the latter, most likely. Like, the characters, they're like, I actually learned about this technique the other day. I watched a video on it, on how 3D animation can replicate 2D animation and make it very stylistic. But like, it's only really been done in like 2D fighting games because you only see the characters from one angle. So you can put thick outlines around the specific parts of their body that don't, that are the ones that need thick outlines, right? But with Into the Spider-Verse, they're always shifting and twisting, right? I mean, they're Spider-Man, of course they're jumping around and doing flips and stuff. So I find it really admirable that they managed to pull off that aesthetic. Like, and don't I mean they did a bunch of different styles super well too. It's all overall an incredibly visually, it's just a very technically impressive movie on that standpoint. And I mean, it's like, in a story writing point of view, I'd say it's still pretty good. Yeah. Great even, from what I've seen in recent years. Um, I mean, like, there are some places where it could have been better, and, you know, that's for every movie. Like, the weird glitching thing, I thought that was gonna come in as, like, a story beat later on, where, maybe someone was about to do something important, then they bugged out or something, I don't know, and they froze and they couldn't do it. Um, I really thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't. And that one scene, dang, I don't know what it's like. there's it's using voice lines as flashbacks when we only saw that 5 minutes ago. Like, please, man. We don't need to see that stuff again, right? Um, Overall, I thought it was a very tight, good movie. Um, Very fun to watch. And something that you might not know about me, which you don't know about this, is that it's pretty hard to make me laugh during anything really. When I'm reading a book or watching a movie, or doing anything really, it's hard to get me to laugh. Like, the only things that have gotten me to consistently laugh are things like The Office, with just really kind of masterful humor, in my opinion. But this movie got me to laugh, on multiple occasions with a few of the jokes. It's got good comedy. I'm not saying that it's bad comedy just because it didn't get me to laugh, but because it's hard to make me laugh, like I said, when I'm watching a movie. But it's got good jokes in there, and I like it. It takes itself just seriously enough to be like not just a goofy, wacky comedy and have stakes, but not too seriously to the point where, it sort of pokes fun at the idea of Spider-Man, because, like, it's all the different Spider-Men, and they all have the same backstory, and they always do the flashback thing for every single one. It's pretty fun. Yeah, a good movie. I suggest you watch it, and maybe you should watch me too. Like and subscribe.